Hello guys, welcome back to This is the Police. We made it to day 12 and these are the headlines. Orthodox priests bribe mayor, Greek priest to be appointed head of Freeburg Orthodox Church, and students volunteer to help farmers. Let's go to work.
My morning ritual was plagued by the smell of Vickers Vargas' fruity cologne. It was like the sharp citrus scent was chasing me around the house, as if Vickers was right there in my living room. When I finally realized the smell was coming from a big basket of oranges, it didn't put me any more at ease. I'd opened my door to lots of threatening mail, evidence of criminal wrongdoing, even a dead ferret or two. But fruit? Never. You the fruit guy?
Excuse me?
Was it you that brought the basket of oranges?
Nah, it was here when I arrived.
Fine. So who are you?
Today, I'm your driver.
And where are we driving?
To work.
That's it?
Yeah, we have to make an important stop along the way.
Where?
The ranch.
What ranch?
Just the ranch.
Fine. The morning seemed surreal, and I took in the magic. Why wreck it with meaningless chatter? As my tight-lipped chauffeur drove an hour through God knows where, I started to feel like I was in the middle of a bad dream, probably lying bloody and concussed in the alley behind the old Colony Club, my nose buried in a rotten orange peel. But no, this was no dream. The silence was real, the sound of the engine was real, the dust was real enough too. And there was the ranch over the horizon. It all seemed familiar. The Sand family's overbearing mansion has been the talk of the headlines for decades, but few have managed to get closer than a few miles. I guess I'm just lucky. I didn't know you took private meetings, Mr. Sand.
Only if I expect good company.
I'm surprised my company ranks at all.
Today, yes. Today is a special day.
So it seems.
Do you often go to the old Colony Club, Jack?
Every week.
Meet any interesting people there?
As a rule, no.
Sometimes you make a date, right? Sometimes make new friends.
Sometimes, I guess. But that's not why I go.
And why?
I consider it a hobby.
A hobby. Do you know anything about my hobbies?
Well, judging by the half-dozen animal skins I stepped on walking over here, it's not much of a reach to say you like hunting.
Love it. Well, I say that now. It seemed so tedious when I was a child. Took ever so long. But now I'm older. I've developed a new talent.
What talent is that?
Patience. The will to wait for the right moment. Let's say you want a deer. You know, you deserve it. You've even decided what dishes its meat will go to and where you'll mount its horns. But to get that deer, you've got to wait. To sit in the bushes and stay nice and quiet. Professional hunters will tell you that the hunt is a rare craft. There are many rules. It's shrouded in mystery and ancient skill. Well, that's all complete nonsense. To get a deer, you just sit on the sidelines for a long enough time, pinpoint the moment when it's finally time to shoot. I learned the talent, Jack, but not like you, oh, Jack. You truly are the master.
I don't understand.
Oh, come on, Jack. I know about the $500,000. I know your plan. Kendrick told me everything. Needless to say, I'm impressed. While some people learn to hold their breath for minutes on end and not to rustle the leaves too loudly why you decided to just become the foliage. You turned yourself into a bush, surrounded by deer who've been so fruitfully multiplying for decades. But all this time you've held your rifle at the ready. Forgive an old man his imagery, Jack. I've the heart of a poet, I confess.
Look, I don't know what was said between you and Kendrick, but it sounds like you got it wrong.
Oh, I think I understand everything just fine. And I think we understand each other quite well. Jack, in the coming war, we'll make excellent partners.
What war?
One war falls upon every generation. My grandfather drove out the Ambersons back when he was 27. My father destroyed that psychopath gangster Maurice Bell when he was a sprightly 30. At 69, I'd begun to think my war had passed me over. But my time has come at last. Tomorrow Vickers Varga declares war, and I'm obliged to answer.
So, we're talking about Varga now?
I don't know how he thinks. I don't even know whether he plans his actions or not. I can't divine his purpose. Hell, I don't even know where he comes from. He's a man not of our breed, wouldn't you say? But when he arrived here, I invited him in, told him we could work together. An official invitation penned in my own hand and written on some very expensive paper. And can you imagine his reply? A fruit basket. What sense can be made of such a message?
I guess it means whatever you want it to.
Precisely.
I'm late for work, Mr. Sand.
You know, Jack, I could just give you $500,000 right now, cash, whatever denominations you like. But I would never insult you so. If I went stalking my prey for so many years, I wouldn't want someone else to shoot it for me. I understand you, Jack, and I'll never ask you for anything that's contrary to your nature. Just think about our conversation. Think about it, and call me.
Like I said, it's a whole new life, and I've had to give up some old habits. One of them, keeping away from things that don't concern me. Now I can't afford the luxury. This spotlight I'm under, concerns is all I got.
So we can choose either to help Vickers Varga is very nicely depicted right there, or Christopher Sand on the horse. So Christopher Sand is probably the stronger one, but he also decapitated our friend Kendrick and his whole family. So it's the plague or cholera. Let's go with Varga to mix things up.
Tell him it's Boyd.
So we called Varga, he wasn't in. Let's start the day. So we got another penalty from City Hall. Please be advised that we're unhappy with the efficiency of Freeburg PD. We're cutting the department's budget. He just keeps on cutting. Every time we have to fire a cop. So who will we let go this time? I guess we'll let DeBrito go. Or maybe Armstrong. I think DeBrito is on the Red Mask Gang, so let's fire Armstrong. So got messages, salary. Here's your week's salary. City Hall hopes we don't disappoint. Let's see what's going on at City Hall. So we can send in a request to City Hall for a job slot. Let's do that. Because we keep getting cut. And I don't think that we can add another detective here, unfortunately. So I think that... So we have our first call here at King Louis nightclub. We received a call from the club manager who said that a brawl broke out in the main hall involving over 20 men. Security are keeping back because some of the combatants are carrying knives. Several wounded are already lying on the dance floor. but no one knows why the mayhem broke out. So let's send the paddy wagon for this. We could also send SWAT, but I think we can only send them once per day. So we'll keep those in reserve and we'll just send out a lot of officers here. We'll just keep Kochi in reserve. Let's go. So here's the massive fight at the nightclub. The situation is more serious than we thought, requesting reinforcements. Okay, so we're going to have to send Kochi as well. And that's all we can do. So maybe we also should have sent SWAT in there. But we'll see. We also have an assault here in the suburb. We're not going to be able to respond to that. We've got a couple of reports here. The first one is the assault where we had to skip and the offender escaped, but nothing else happened, so it's not that bad. Here's the report from the fight. We caught everyone and everyone is unharmed, so that's good. We have 18 seconds to make it back to the station and go to this homicide here at the church. Let's see if some cops will make it back. I think so. Just in time. Parishioner Maria Serpentine reported the sounds of gunshots inside the church. A bearded man in a hat entered the confessional, and then a minute later I heard a few gunshots. Then the man calmly left the booth, took off his hat and crossed himself and sat down on a pew. I think he's praying. And here we also have the option to send in SWAT and 5 cops. So let's send SWAT and let's send 3 cops. 4 cops, I think. Let's send Woggles. There we go. Attempted murder at St. John's Hospital. Linda Howard, her words slurred, said that the dentist paralyzed her face during her latest visit. The monster stuck me with some kind of poison. Arrest him. Let's send 2 guys over there. What the hell? Looks like all of these guys died. Homicide report. Offender escaped. Officers dead. Civilian killed. What the? They killed all 4 cops? With the SWAT team there? What? How could that happen? Was the SWAT team sleeping? Attempted murder report. The girl was injected with normal painkillers, so absolutely nothing happened there. So now we're left with 2 cops for the rest of the day. Because 4 cops were killed where SWAT also was attending. And we got another call here from San. Terrorism. At the ice arena, an ice cream vendor noticed a suspicious black bag which has been lying unsupervised on a bench for the past few hours. And we can also send SWAT to this. Of course, we already spent SWAT. So we also don't have any cops at all. I think we're going to have to skip that event because we only have 2 cops to send out and they'll probably just get killed. It could also be a fake bomb threat. So maybe we'll actually just risk losing 1 officer just in case it's a fake threat. That there's nothing in the bag. So we need some serious luck to salvage this because we were so unlucky with this event. Where we lost 4 guys. Sale of stolen good report. No frames found. Which is really bad also because the deadline is 1 day. So we're not any closer to solving this at all. We need more frames for it. And arson, no frames found either. So yeah, solving cases is not going well for us. So here's the bag. Officers arrived on the scene and observed that there's something moving inside the bag, when then it's probably not a bomb, because bombs don't move around in the bags. So we can either stay back until the bomb squad arrives or just open the bag. If there's something moving in it, Of course, it might be a snake or something. Let's stay back until the bomb squad arrives. It's fine. Offender escaped, officer dead, civilian killed. What the fuck? Did he jump out of the bag? Guns are blazing or what? So now we're down to 1 cop. That's the end of the day. We lost the entire police department. How's that? We need to do some paperwork for this dead employee. I'll just declare them all dead. So we can hire some new guys. Because we need to restock the police department. End the day. We also did not solve the cases. So one of these headlines should say Freeburg PD obliterated. But they do not. The first one reads, Corn Monument to be demolished by summer's end. Francis Kendrick won't succeed. Jack Boyd, no shit, he's dead. City administration to finance dance festival. Alright, let's go back to work and see if we can get some more cops. I'm too tired. I can hardly walk straight. Can I go home? No, you cannot. She's got 2 points in endurance. She'll be fine. She's better than nothing. Let's start the day. I need some seriously soothing music here to get through this day. I'm completely traumatized. So we'll go with the Chopin. Freeburg's first mafia war in decades has spread chaos across the streets. Major criminal gangs vie for power, and the outcome of the struggle is impossible to predict. One thing is certain, a couple of weeks from now, only one family will rule the city. And we've got tons of funerals here. Everyone's going in the ground. Goodbye. Goodbye, Yancy. And let's see here at the police academy, we sent Price in for training, and she improved her attributes, so now she's now a little bit less than average cop. Marcia Price was able to brilliantly pass all the exams. They've earned a boost. Inspection. We are concerned about the low effectiveness ratings of Freeburg's finest. Specially authorized inspectors have been invited to visit the department. Yeah, figure out why everybody's getting killed. So we failed to eliminate the Red Mask gang. We didn't get enough frames. Jack, you swore an oath to serve the city. If you can't keep your promises, we won't keep ours. Means he'll probably cut off funding again. Request results from City Hall. Job slot officer. City Hall cannot meet your request at this time. So we're not getting an extra officer. And we have the first call here, but let's just go to the police station first and get some of these spots filled. We just have to see where we need them. See, this is shift A with 5 cops, and there's only 2 cops on shift B. So we're gonna have to hire 2 cops on shift B. And they both suck. I'll take the first call. Attempted murder in a residential area. A passerby rang the police when he saw a naked man running through the streets, pursued by a woman carrying a large kitchen knife. The woman was shouting, "I got you, you fucking faggot." That's pretty aggressive. Let's not have any fuck-ups here. We'll just send 3 guys. And the Sands need help at the city center in this gang war. Varga stirred up some punks. They went and attacked one of the family right in the barber shop. We've already sent our own men, but we don't know how many scumbags we're up against. You can come join the party, but don't get in our way. So we're going to not send anyone because we want Sand to lose. We are on the Varga side. So here's a hit and run at the city center, an investigation, and we have only Beersley available, so we'll send him. An unknown vehicle struck librarian Klinowski at a pedestrian crossing and drove off. The victim was found dead on the scene, so let's proceed. Go figure that one out, Beersley. So here's an attempted murder report. So that went well. Nobody died. Well, that's a success in my book these So here's another cry for help from Christopher Sand. Mr. Sand's nephew looked out his window and saw some of Vargas' men smashing one of his cars. Looks like someone needs to go remind them that kind of behavior is illegal. Yeah, we're not going to do anything. So here's a massacre at Eddie's Burgers. A girl entered Eddie's Burgers, ordered Diet Coke and started shooting at the other customers with a handgun. The cashier called the police, and in the background there were gunshots and screams. Meanwhile, the crazy young woman is shouting, "I hate fat people." We'll send SWAT for sure. I'm just gonna send everyone available because this is one of those things where people might die. Because SWAT's too busy drinking coffee and eating donuts back in the van. So here's an inspection questioning. These officers are needed for official questioning. This will take a few days, during which time they'll be exempt from all duties. And so they're gonna grab our 2 best cops and a detective Moser. Thank you. That's really going to help our cause. Serving the city. So now Vargas needs help at the gas station. Mr. Varga gave us a new sports car, so we were going for a joyride. Now suddenly out of the blue, we're getting chased by a damn helicopter. They're shooting at us. This isn't going to be pretty. And we actually cannot send anyone, because they're all out. And the inspection team is talking to these guys that were going to the big event with the massacre, along with the SWAT team. So they're not there, so now it's only 3 guys there. So let's get the report. At least it worked out fine. So that's good. So now we do have people to send to help out Vargas. So let's do that. So I'm pretty sure that Sam will want to kill us after this. So let's send our best guys because we quite like our head attached to our shoulders and neck. We have an armed robbery at the city center where we can send SWAT and 6 guys, but we only have Orion available, and she's down to 2 endurance. I think we'll just sit that one out, see what happens. She'll surely get killed if you send her there, unless it's a fake threat. Here's another call over here. Fight. Night watchman during his rounds followed some noises to discover several homeless people fighting over a bundle that was lying on the ground. I will send Orion to that one. So we got a report from the armed robbery that we didn't go to. Offender escaped, but nobody was killed or anything like that, so I guess it's decent enough. And now Vargas needs help again, but we're just going to wait for Anatanashi and Grant to get back to the station before we send them out again. So here's the situation at the fight with the hobo. They need backup, and these 2 are just barely shy of being back. I can't select them, so we can't send anybody. Alright, so retreat, come back, let the hobos fight it out. We've got a report here. Offender escaped, nobody died. And let's see. Let's just get these reports first. Hit and run, Detective Beasley. We've got 3 new frames, so let's open up that investigation. I hope it's an easy one, we need it. Let's just see if we can connect the dots without actually reading this. We are missing just 1 frame here, at least. So let's leave it at that for now. And get this arson report. 1 new frame, that's good. That might be what we need, because she does buy a ticket first. And then she enters in and sets fire. Apparently not. Maybe she sets fire to it and then runs out. That's no good either. Maybe she bars everyone in there. I don't think we have the correct frames yet. Shut that one down. And let's help out Vargas here. send these two guys. Some of Sand's men have pinned us down in an alley. They're aiming to maim Mr. Varga. Said we can go to you for help. And that's the end of the day. Nothing else to do here. Jack, Sand has had decades to strengthen his position in the city, but that doesn't mean that his grip can't be broken. Take care that Varga is ahead on points after 2 weeks in the war and successfully carry out at least half of his jobs. And one more thing, just so Sand doesn't start suspecting you betrayed them, don't let Varga get too long on points. If Sand is out of the lead for 3 days in a row, it'll cost you your life. So we do have to help Sand occasionally so he doesn't assassinate us before time. So this day Vargas is ahead and we can let him win one more day, and then we need to let Sand win. Let's just end the day. Alright guys, we'll leave off here. We're in the middle of a full-fledged gang war, and we had the most unfortunate incident ever in this series, where 4 police officers were killed at the same event, even though we sent SWAT. So we're cutting down on donuts and vacations for SWAT and amping up the drills and exercises. Alright guys, that's all for this episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.